Hey guys, welcome back to another Ask Nairo. I just came back from CEO Dreamland, had a ton of fun there. It was a really good event, and the return of Nairo MK happened. It was crazy. But I'm now back. I'm going to be answering your questions, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first question is from Monkey Man, and he wants to know, who's your ultimate waifu? Well, if I had to choose, I mean, it's impossible for me to choose just one. So I'd probably pick like top three. At this current time, I'd probably pick Rydia from Final Fantasy IV, Samus, or Zero Samus, however you want to call her. Obviously from Metroid and Smash as well. And probably say like on the come up is 2B from Nier Automata. A lot of people know who 2B is. The game is pretty popular. It just came out recently. It's a pretty cool character design wise, and then also in the game. So I would say she's working her way up. But those three are my top three. Next up is Yoshirax, and they want to know, what are your thoughts on Breath of the Wild? Well, I've been feeding this game ever since it came out. I am trying to 100% it, so I'm trying to do every single thing. So in terms of a 100% run, I would say the game is super tedious. There's so much shit to do though, which is pretty cool. The worst part about it for me, at least, is the 900 Korok seeds. Nobody wants to really freaking do that, but since I'm trying to 100% it, I have to bear through finding every single Korok. It's pretty annoying. Also, I don't like, it's different that the overworld theme, there really is no overworld theme. It's just like a bunch of little sounds playing from time to time, compared to like Hyrule Field and Ocarina of Time, or Termina Field and Majora's Mask. So I didn't really like that. But the music is still good in the game. The levels are really creative, even though there's only 4 main dungeons. The shrines are also really creative. You have many different ways to complete each shrine, so that's pretty awesome. So I like that. Overall, I definitely like the game. I don't know if it's my favorite Zelda. I would probably say it's definitely top 3 for sure. Maybe it's like my second best. Ocarina might be my favorite. I'm not sure. But it's definitely a really fun game. So if you're a Zelda fan, I would definitely say to buy it. Alright, so for the next question, the Titician Magician wants to know, can you do your longest yeah boy right now? Well, I'm not really ready for it, but I guess I'll try. Alright, so it's like, yeah boy! Okay, I definitely need a drink because I feel like my throat is gonna die. I should have drank something before this, my bad y'all, but I tried though. Alright, next up is Shion's question, and they want to know, would you ever consider doing an Ask Nairo live? Like, you open up a voice channel and we can have some selection process and we can ask you anything for like a minute? It would encourage people to sub too. That's a pretty good idea. I also like normally answer questions on my stream, but I can probably like attempt on doing something like, maybe during my sub-game streams, I can have like, during my downtime, I can probably get another list, or maybe just go on a random Discord call and just people just come in and ask me, or obviously my Waifus, just ask me any questions and I'll try to answer while I'm adding people for the next sub list. Maybe I could try. I have to see when I can fit it into like my normal stream schedules, but it's definitely a good idea. I know other streamers too do it, like DM Brandon, and it's pretty successful, so I'll definitely look into it. Question number 5 from L Finesser. Can you do a room/apartment tour? Yeah, sure, I could do that. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all a short tour of the house or the apartment. Alright, so we gotta show some love to the grandparents. Oh, we gotta show some love to the birds over there too. They've been chirping here. They're pretty young. We got some new birds there, but they've been chirping for the past 3 weeks nonstop. They're annoying as fuck. But shout out to the grandparents. I don't know what this is. My mom, I don't know what the hell she did. Random picture. Also another random picture. Probably like where Courage the Cowardly Dog was made, but also the bathroom. We got a door next to the bathroom right here, aka the closet. And then this is the actual room. So, yeah, you just walked into the room of Nairo and K-Sizzle. This stuff, this black shit, is actually semi-important. It doesn't work that much because we have not the whole entire wall is covered with it, but it basically makes things quieter whenever I'm like shouting and stuff when I'm streaming for like my mom. Her room's over there, so try to make it quiet if I ever get too hyped about fucking up Gunblade. But besides that, got medals up here, chilling up here. We got trophies here. I just got a trophy and a few medals from CEO Dreamland, and I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put them. We're gonna decide when the time comes, or like, I'll figure out something. And you see, it's a lot of change here, loose change, a lot of crap here. I just came back from CEO Dreamland, like I just said, so I just put all my shit here. I still have to like really unpack. And this is where I actually stream. Got my Wii U, got the Wii right here, and Brawl Boys before I went to CEO. The PS4, got some mic shit that my brother knows about that I don't know about. 3 monitors, mad wires, so if some shit were to go down, I don't know what the fuck to do. RIP that. But also got this shelf here. You don't want to know what happened. Actually, no, it shit fell. I lost a Zero Suit figure. She's broken over there, but so it's pretty sad. Let me see some F's in the comments for y'all for that Zero Suit. But besides that, we got the bed right here. This is where I do Ask Nairo. We got Fox. This is actually Fox. He is asleep though. Like he's not dead. This is just how he sleeps. You know, I don't want to wake him up though. I'll let him rest. I'll let him rest. He's chilling with Gumi. But this is where I do my video and also when I sleep, of course. And this part of the room is my brother's room. We both share a room. I know it's not too big, but it is, big enough for both of us to live here comfortably. He has some weird ass freaking posters and shit, but you know what? We won't talk about that. That's a little weird. But yeah, besides that, that's basically our room and like half of the apartment. Obviously, we didn't go to the kitchen and stuff like that. We may move into a new house sometime in the summer. If we do, I'll definitely like make like a little video about how it looks and all that stuff. Also, one last thing, these amiibos, you already know. How did I forget about this? Just chilling up here. I have every amiibo currently out, at least for the Smash line. Finally, the last 3 were released, and of course, they wanted to get some more money, so they released the alternates. But you best believe I'm gonna make some space for it somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, it looks pretty. But besides that, that's my room, or my brother and my room. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so next up is Catfish Nev, and they want to know, do you play at tournaments on your messed up sleep schedule, or do you take a couple days before the tournament to try to fix it? I don't actually fix my schedule. Like the day before or like the night before my flights, I try to sleep a bit. Like let's say if my flight's at 9 a.m. Obviously a lot of people know I stream till 6 a.m. So I try to end it like around like 1, 2 the latest, and I try to get some sleep. But usually I fall asleep when I get to like that state. Like let's say if I'm flying to Florida, like for CEO Dreamland, I flew to Florida, got to my hotel, and then I just napped for a bit, and then everybody's usually already there by the time I wake up from my nap, and everybody's always hanging out till late at night. And I don't know, whenever I feel tired, I just go to sleep. But I won't fall asleep in the middle of a tournament. Like if I wake up like 3 hours or 4 hours before the tournament, I'm like, shit, well, I guess I have to stay up now. I try not to like oversleep and get DQ'd or anything like that, especially like if I'm housing or if I'm rooming by myself, but then that's just gonna look really bad. But when the tournament comes, I'm not really like tired enough to fall asleep since I'm focusing on the tournament, so I'm usually good. And then after the tournament's done, is usually at like an appropriate time, and then I'm able to fall asleep at like a normal time. Up next from Dantio Barbosa, they want to know who are your top 5 waifus in Smash 4? I would say from bottom to top, it'd probably be like maybe like Palutena, Zelda, Robin, Lucina, and then Zersuit. Actually, no, I would swap Zelda and Lucina. So Lucina is actually number 4, and Zelda's number 2. I would say those. Okay, so for the next question, Decker wants to know, have you ever had anger/tilting issues? If so, how did you go about aiding or even solving them? Well, have I ever had anger and tilting issues? Hell yeah, definitely. When I was way younger, like during the Brawl days, I was definitely someone who gets angry at very, very little things, and obviously that can affect the result or like the tournament set or just a tournament in general greatly. But now I would say I definitely don't get anywhere close to as angry as that. Obviously losing could be frustrating, or like losing in a certain way can be frustrating, but I've come to accept, obviously, like no matter how good you are at a game, you can lose. It is very possible, especially if you're one of the top players. Everybody is going to be looking at you or like watching videos of you all the time at other events, or like for example, even me, I stream a lot so people can see how I play, or like especially people who I may have to play at an upcoming tournament can just see how I'm playing and then just use that against me to have like a decent advantage. It is possible to lose. So like, I don't know, over time, once I accepted that, oh yeah, I can be pretty good, but I can still get fucked up. Like, I don't really get mad at anybody, or like, I just get like disappointed that I lose, like a little bit upset, but that's it. After like 10 minutes, or not even 10 minutes, maybe like 2 minutes, I'm like, all right, let's go, I'm good. Or who's my next opponent? Or if I'm out of the bracket, I'll be like, I'll just go to my homies and I'll be like, all right, what you guys want to do? Want to eat? And then that's it, we're good. Okay, so for the next question, Jack Johnson wants to know, if you can choose a static teams partner that wasn't Zero, who would it be? It'd probably be either between Ally or Void. I haven't teamed with both of them too often because obviously I'm static teammates with Zeros, and at big tournaments we're both there. But anytime that I've teamed with Ally and Void, it's always been really good. Like, we have a lot of good synergy off the fly. Like, we don't really practice teams that much, but when it comes to tournament, we react to like everything that we do, and we get some crazy ass combos, whether it be like Sheik and Cloud, or Sheik and ZSS with Void, or Mario and Zero Suit, Mario Cloud with Ally. And it's just a bunch of fun teaming with them, and they're also like my good friends too, so I guess maybe that helps with the experience, or like it's a good time every time. So I'll pick one of those two. Up next is Assassin's question, and they want to know, what's the origin of the Vani tag? Seems like people from the Brawl era knew about it, or know about it. Well, it's not really too crazy. I guess it was my first time using it, or like during that era, during Apex 2014, I was using it a bit. But Vani standed for Vanille from Final Fantasy 13. I don't know, she was just like a funny character to me, like in the game. Like, I just finished recently beating it. Usually when I have like a waifu tag, like during the Brawl era, it'd be because I beat a game that had like a waifu. Like right after, I'm like, yo, that character was cool. Next game, or like next tournament, new tag, boom, 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 boom. So for Apex, which was like what everybody knows, like Nairo Apex and all that stuff, I was using the Vani tag, so a lot of people knew about the Vani tag from that tournament, and just other like tournaments around that time. But to answer your question, yeah, that is from Final Fantasy 13. All right, next up is Nathan L. Viper, and he wants to know, hey Nairo, would you rather know when you are going to die, or how are you gonna die? I would probably say how I'm going to die, or like rather than when I'm going to know when I'm gonna die, because if I know when I'm gonna die, when it gets closer to that day, like I'm gonna be like panicking and stuff, like no matter what I do, I'm gonna die at this moment, which sucks. Like, I have like a little time left. I'd rather it just like happen. I mean, I guess for the second part, like if I know how I'm gonna die, I could kind of assume like when it's gonna happen at that very moment, but I won't know, or it's better to know, or at that moment that's gonna happen, rather than like, oh shit, I have a year left and then I'm gonna die, like I better make the best of it, and stuff like that. So I'd probably pick the second option, or like the second option seems best. Up next, from Neil Connelly, understand some people, like Scat, will use Wiimotes in tournament, and that you rarely see someone using a DS for Smash because of signal problems. But the GameCube controller feels really uncomfortable when I hold it. Should I continue playing and go to tournaments with my DS, or should I try to adapt to the GameCube controller? I'm trying to think of the possible options. Well, one thing I would say, if you're interested in going to a tournament, I would definitely say to look up the rules. Some tournaments do allow like 3DSs to be used as an alternative controller. Usually the controller that's 100% banned, or like 99% banned, is the gamepad, so you might be good for some tournaments. And if they're legal, I would say to go. I wouldn't say to force yourself to use something that you're not comfortable with, because obviously you're not going to be comfortable. It's probably gonna make the tournament experience way worse for you. You're just gonna like maybe perform notably worse than you would with a 3DS controller. It might make you upset that you can't use your controller, and then overall it'll just be a bad day. But even if, let's say, your 3DS controller, or like the 3DS option, is banned, and you still really want to go to that tournament, I would say to just go to the tournament and just play people in friendlies and stuff. People won't like not play you because you have a 3DS. Like, it'll just take like an extra 30 seconds to set up, but people will play you, and maybe then you can just like go to any setup, play anybody, and have a good time. Okay, so for question number 13, Lizzie, what's up Lizzie, wants to know, what's your favorite food? I'd probably say, so it's gonna be something really basic, but like chicken fingers and fries. Like, I'm so fucking basic. Every time I go to a restaurant, I would always get that. I know, I'm leveling up at least. I'm getting burgers now, but like, you know, chicken fingers, you can't go wrong no matter where you go, unless it's like a really shitty place. Also, I've been really liking like curry, Japanese curry to be exact, recently, so maybe that's gonna be, you know, bumped up over time to like my favorite food, but yeah, one of those two. All right, up next is Pokebreeder. Pokebreeder wants to know, what do you prefer as a condiment on food, like burgers, hot dogs, sandwiches, etc.? I only usually pick one or the other between ketchup and barbecue, like barbecue sauce. I don't know, that's basically it. Like, I don't like mustard, I don't like, shit, what the hell? Everything else I don't really like. Like, I've tried them, but I just don't like them. So, I'm basic. Ketchup and barbecue. Alright, for the last question, Nest in Pajama wants to know, what is the most overrated character in your opinion? I'd probably say at this current time, maybe Corrin. I had to think about it for some time, but maybe Corrin. Not saying Corrin's necessarily a bad character, it's just that when you see tier lists, a lot of people have Corrin like, even like in the top 10, like maybe like number 9 or 10 or something like that, but there's no like results to really back it up. Everybody knows Corrin is good, but we don't know exactly how good. A lot of my friends are really good Corrin players. They don't go to too much tournaments, unfortunately, so Corrin doesn't really have the best results at this current time. So maybe I'll just say Corrin just for that reason alone. I can be wrong, obviously. Maybe like by the end of the summer, Corrin can be top 10. Maybe the Corrin players will show up to like major events and put in the work. But just currently, at this current time, I'll say that. And that'll conclude this week's Ask Nairo. Thank you guys for watching so much. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. And just like always, all you have to do is leave a question in this video, or you can even tweet at me a question using hashtag AskNairo. And if I see it, it may be included in a future video. But till then, see you guys next time.